Mm, Let me say, the most beautiful thing that I can say very proudly is that the industry gives you an opportunity, like what we're doing right now. It gives you an opportunity to identify someone, to closely work with someone from scratch, from zero, and seeing those people develop into people, seeing those people transform, seeing someone become better in life. To me, that is one of the best experiences that I've been able to go through in the last 5 years. Because in the world that I am in the network marketing world, you cannot survive alone. It is a network, meaning that you're going to incorporate people in your organization. And the easiest way to become successful in this kind of industry is by helping someone become successful. Zig Ziglar, a renowned person in the history books, said that you can have everything in life you want if you help enough other people get what they want. The reason that most of us have not been able to get what we want is that we care so much about ourselves. It's always me, Mari. What do I make? What do I get out of this? What if you started looking for your brother, your sister, and help them achieve what they want to achieve collectively? Trust you me, whatever you want will just come automatically. So I've been able to see so many success stories, oversee so many success stories in my 5 years, and to me, that brings a lot of satisfaction, a lot of joy to me when I see people becoming successful because of my mentorship. Yeah, so let me say it has not been about me. Actually, what I do is not anything to do with me. I'm not in the equation. My friends are in the equation. We work together, I help you achieve what you want, and that is it. Yes, seeing people from just mere dropouts, high school dropouts, university graduates who are really tarmacked with no job, with no nothing. But provided you have that we call a good attitude. I call a good attitude. I summarize it to be someone who has a good listening and learning ability or attitude. GLA, a good listening and learning ability. To me, that is someone who can go very far. And those are the people that I've been able to work with. And trust me, their stories really amaze me because if you ask me what I've been able to achieve, I may proudly point at so many stories, not me, who have become successful because of what we do. And that is what the network marketing industry brings on the table. Mentoring others, helping others, not me to become successful, but them to becoming successful. And you automatically achieve what you want. Very true.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Like I said, in every industry, there are people going to be successful, there are people going to fail, and there's nothing we can do about that. Let me say that those people, actually I've already mentioned this, and I'm going to mention again, that in the same business like what I am into, network marketing, there are those people who see where you are today, and they don't dig to find out where did Omari start, how did he start, how do you overcome this challenge? Because every challenge someone is going through today, trust me, someone has already overcome those kind of challenges. So getting this kind of people, someone admires your success, someone admires the car, maybe everything you do and everything, and they want to get shortcuts. So the biggest challenge that I've had as a person in the few years I've done this, like 5 years now, is people falling in love with your achievements instead of falling in love with the process. And there are so many of them. People want to come today. This is 2020, for example. Someone want to come on board and have instant success. They want to be where you are overnight. And when that doesn't work, when it doesn't work as fast as they expected, they say you've conned them. Yeah, I got into that thing, the same thing Omar is doing, and he told me I'm going to be successful, but I've lost it. No, it's not that you lost your money. The question is, how much time do you invest in the process, not in the end product? Yes, I mean, that process, the whole process that I'm talking about, where someone is mentored, really told, in the event you face this, this is how you overcome this. people are trying to avoid that, and the majority, the numbers are overwhelming. So about many people have been very disappointed, not because the thing they've been doing is bad, but for them, they've not been able to grow to that level that they can. I mean, there are people naturally who don't like taking advice. There are people who are always superior. There are people who look down upon you just because you are younger in age, and they look at you and they're, hey, what? I mean, what does this guy know about life? So, if I may just say, is that the ugly side of it is that I really pity, especially when people jump into things just because person X and Y, Z have become successful. No, that is wrong, and people are doing that. Yet to understand, and like I say, there are many people, there are people who know me out there who maybe we've done the same business for a couple of years, and they have not even been able to achieve a third or an eighth of what I've been able to achieve. It's not because I'm the best. It's not because maybe I'm blessed in any way. There's no added advantage that I have. The only thing that I chose to do is to choose the right mentors, people who are where I want to be. Always, if you want to be better in life, associate with people who are ahead of you. Get someone that you look at and you admire the life they live. Most of the time, those people are only going to encourage you to keep on pushing and doing what you really aspire to. People ahead of you, they will always support your vision, they'll always support what you do. Instead of looking at people, I mean, taking advice from everyone. And that is what really I can say, that most people fall prey, taking advice from broke people, and they become broke themselves. In quotes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, the lessons that I've learned. I've learned a lesson. Most of us are suffering from generational, let me not use the word curse, but there are people who believe that because my parents were living a pathetic life, because my brother who is a graduate has never gotten a job, someone believes that they cannot go beyond that. Someone believes that because their uncle who went to India and came back is jobless, they may not be able to make it. I've learned lessons. Let me say, there are people who have failed terribly in life, not because they didn't have the capacity to build themselves up, but because they spent lots of time looking at the rear mirror, looking at, that there's a very bad disease that I call, I don't know whether it's inferiority complex. There are people who always want to justify why they are not successful. I've learned that you can break that chain of poverty in your family, and you don't need to be the firstborn. You can be the lastborn, like I am, in a family of 9, and you can break away from the generational way of doing things, and you are clustered as part of the poor people in the community. Nobody consults you whenever something is being done, because you guys have no money and everything. And most of us have continued that generation to our next generations and next and next. But you can say, no, you can stand firm and you say, and you can achieve what none of your family members have ever achieved. I've seen that, like if you're firstborn in your family and you are desperate, chances are that the entire family is going to fall in the same bracket. But that, just take it as an individual and don't look so much at what people have not been able to achieve. Don't justify your failures. Just because other people have failed, you say, even me, I'm not alone. It's true you're not alone, but trust you me, you can always get better in life if you inner circle. I tell people, reduce the inner circle and increase the quality, sorry. Decrease the quantity and increase the quality. The people you associate with, they make you, the person you become is a courtesy, the average of the people you keep in your inner circle. The question is, when you look at that inner circle of yours, when you look at that very people you talk to on a daily basis, are they living the life of your dreams? Is that person driving the car of your dreams? Is that person really having the family sort of setup that you want to have as a person? If the answer is no, don't walk away from those people. fly if you can. Because before you know, you realize you're going to be just like any other person. Yeah, I've learned to not to be very quick in judging. I've learned to not to be very quick in making remarks of people, things you least understand, you hardly understand. Being open-minded is you know, people say, you know, I'm open-minded, but trust me, people are living in a cage. They don't want to come out. Everyone wants to say open. No. Just be willing to absorb as much information as you can, but you don't need to use everything the way you receive it. Yeah, I've learned that being an economist, going to school should not really make you sort of become a slave. Education is supposed to make you an all-round person that you can fit in any society. You can be able to adjust. You should be elastic. In economics, we call it the law of elasticity. You should be able to be elastic and be able to adjust. And you can achieve a lot. You can achieve a lot in life if you give yourself a chance again to try things. Don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to start. Don't be afraid to consult. Don't be afraid to seek answers when you need them. You can only become better in life. And finally, maybe on the same line, is your closest of friends and your family. Trust me, they love you a lot because they love you as their brother, as your sister. But most of these people we call family members, trust me, without knowing, they may be the sort of overprotective. They may advise you not to do something because they don't want you to do it, but because they are fearing that you may lose. And they don't want to see their kin losing money, losing anything. So at the end of the day, you keep on taking advice from people just because they are family, and you say, now, because my dad has said this. It's true, they want the best for you, but they may not understand what you're trying to do. They may not be where you are. They may not have seen what you've seen as a person. So sometimes it's good to really give it a shot, but I'm not a fan of telling people to try things in life. Please go in, do things, don't try. It doesn't work. Just do whatever that you feel is good to be, that you can do. Invest your time in the process, not in the results. Yes, this is an industry that is less tapped in Africa, majorly because in Europe and the US, this is a course that is done in university. Actually, there are universities in South Africa, there are universities in Egypt doing network marketing, for example. In most of the countries in Africa, we don't have one. So me personally, from my own experience, to be where I am, maybe to just talk about myself, is that to better your skill in this kind of business, in this kind of trade, because network marketing is about people. Network marketing is about building a team, is about building people. You cannot build people yourself when you're not built. So it all starts with yourself first. So build yourself first to the level that you can help someone else. Yeah. The best learning in this industry, the best learning you can ever do, I say, and I've said already, is that the learning you do when you associate with the right people in your life, you pick the right mentors, you can get where you're supposed to. Trust me, there's nothing that hasn't been done. There's nothing you can do right now that no one has ever done. Absolutely none, maybe. It's negligible. Almost everything has been done. So the only thing you need to do is that can you identify this kind of people in the industry? Whatever you want to do, someone has succeeded. And I repeat, just request them to be your mentors. That is the best learning you can ever do. Not going to class. I mean, like I make this kind of example. If today you want to drive a very good, I don't know which car you'd love to drive, one of your dream cars, a Range Rover, good, sport, or which one? Excellent. So if that is the car that you want to drive, if I ask you this question, please answer it. Let me be the interview. What do you need to do if this is the kind of car you want to drive, a Range Rover Sport? What is the first thing that you need to do?
Definitely, I need to get a driver's license.
Thank you. Number two?
I need to have strategies in place to ensure that I have enough capital.
Thank you.
On a Range Rover.
That's great. So for me, this is what I say, that if you really want to drive a Range Rover, that is a good machine. We love German machines. To me, this is how I say it. Don't start saving money to buy a Range Rover. Don't start doing things to raise money and all that. If you want to drive a Range Rover, the easiest, the shortcut to driving a Range Rover within the shortest time possible. Identify someone who is driving the same Range Rover, and especially someone of your age. Yeah? Make them your friends, stick around them, eat what they eat, try to hang out with those kind of people. Trust me, most of these guys are very humble. They are ready to talk to you. Pick their numbers and associate with them. Before you know it, you'll be DT Dobby, for example, shopping for one.
Yes.
Yeah, that is, to me, that is the best way to get what you want in life. Not going to study, not going to, really, I'm not saying people should not go to school, but I say that get someone who is really already where you want to be, because someone is already there. Any dream houses you want to live in, someone is already, the only reason is a dream house is because you saw it somewhere. So someone is owning it. So why don't you find that person? If you're 30 years of age, just get someone within that age bracket. Don't go for 70 years old. You know, you'll be like, oh, after all, he's 70 years. Maybe that's why he's driving the same car. But what if you find at 28 years old, driving the same machine? You start convincing yourself, because everything starts with the let me say, instincts. You start attracting. Like I say, success is not acquired, it's not achieved, it's attracted. Hang around these people and you become the next victim. Because I say success is contagious. You will be the next victim when you hang around these kind of people. And so is failure. I love your question. I love the way you put it. There's something interesting. I've had my friends, I've had people say, you know, I don't like those things. Those things of online, this thing of online. Number one, we shop online. We don't complain. Number two, we make friends online, and even some of the friendships lead to marriage. Number three, we book flights. We book hotels. We have many sites online. We book flights. We book everything online. We do everything, and that one is okay. That one is very much okay. There's no problem with that. When you pay things and they are delivered at your doorsteps. Right now, you don't need to go to a restaurant. Someone can do that. Motorbike, and they're there. But when it comes to you now making money online, it becomes a scam. It becomes funny. It becomes, you know, those things. Are you aware that you're a customer to someone online? Someone is busy making money out of you being on social media. Trust you me. So it's not even about whether that is the route to go, but maybe, let me say, that is where we should be.
Inevitable.
It is very much inevitable. Because right now, I've seen people are jobless, but they try as much as they can to get bundles. The question is, what are you doing with your bundles when you get online? Are you the chief supplier of memes? When you do that, it's good. But at the end of the day, you're promoting someone's brand. You're promoting someone who doesn't even know you. We're online, all of us, I'm sure. If you take an average of people in this place who have Facebook accounts, almost everyone has a Facebook account. The question is, actually, this is what I tell my friends. Out of the applications you have in your phone, because all of us, if you're on Android, you are there. If you're on Apple, you have applications. The question is, out of the applications you've downloaded, how many of them are making money out of you? And how many of them are paying you? So that is a challenge I'm posing to everyone. Digital, online, everything, trust me, this is the place to be. And maybe to just back up my argument is that right now, COVID-19 is not in Kenya, it's not in Africa, it's not just in all over. I mean, it's all over. Even the American people have been affected. If you haven't learned something out of this COVID-19, a few months ago, Zoom was not a popular application. I don't want to go there,
Now
but you know where we are right now. the boardroom meetings are no longer available. People are doing everything online, and meetings, and everybody has accepted that online is the way to go. We are on Zoom. Today I tell you I have a meeting. You'll ask me on where. I mean, you be part of my meeting. You'll tell me, send me your Zoom link so that you can join. It has become a norm. And if you don't adjust that fast, if you don't if you don't grow to that level that you can really get to embrace technology, online, everything and all that, you're going to be you're going to be in trouble, because that is where the world is. And maybe finally is online. It is something that can give you unlimited income. If you get to understand how you can venture into this kind, especially network marketing, you have no limit. Nobody's going to cap your earnings at a particular figure but yourself, because you can be able to interact with people globally. You can be able to do business with people you may never have to see. You may be able to build a business in different countries without you taking flights. Like right now, we may not be having the international flights. So whatever your business entails, you moving from this point to another, and there's lockdown, it means your earnings will only resume post-COVID-19. And that's why we're seeing so many companies closing shops all over the world. I'm not going to mention, but I'm sure everybody knows that people are losing business on a daily basis because their business was purely analog. Let me use the word analog, because someone said, just trying to remember the name, it said that if your business is not online, very soon your business is going to be offline. That is where we are.
Thank you so much. Now to more lighter topics. So I'll ask you some questions, and
Favorite color, without thinking, it is orange. I love doing orange, but suits, I love gray suits. Yes. Who took this one? Who took my cheese? Who took my cheese? Yeah, that's the book. Unfortunately, I replaced almost all the time that I used to watch movie to build my own movie.
Wow.
Yes.
Wonderful.